are here at New York Comic Con with Jason Clark, and I have to say...
And Tanabe.
And me, hello. And it is fantastic to have you here to chat about Cosmos, obviously, because the next season is coming out, Possible Worlds. And
right.
There's a few things that just a few things you've produced in the past. And I'm wondering, how does it, producing Cosmos, compare to, for example, making a movie like Ted or A Million Ways in terms of production?
You know, it's a very good question. Everything you do as a producer is unique, and that's one of the great exciting elements of being a producer, is that you have to approach each project as it is almost new, and all that you've learned before can inform it, but you have to design a new system. And Cosmos is very complex. It has animation, it has visual effects, it has live action photography, but it's all around the world, so we travel all around the world. It employs documentary filmmaking and great massive storytelling techniques, employing incredible traditional tools. So bringing all those together has been one of the great joys of my life. And in bringing all those things together to tell these stories that are true and important, that has been so satisfying. Because if you're bringing them together to tell, a family movie or things like that, there's a great satisfaction in that. But these are the most important stories that I, as a filmmaker, have ever been able to tell. And they're multiple per episode. So to me, Cosmos has been one of the great opportunities to say, I know a little bit about animation, I know a little bit about visual effects, I know a little bit about live action filming. Put it all together in a pressure cooker and see what you turn up. And we were, I think for me, I was very proud of last season. I think this season is really going to be knock people's socks off.
I mean, certainly the previous season was really visually stunning. And as you said, you went to lots of different locations. Can you talk about any of those? Did you have a favorite place to film?
This season, or? Yeah. We were in Valencia, Spain. And I really was knocked out. There's a great architect whose last name is Calatrava, and we filmed in some of the locations where he had built this science and art kind of exposition, a huge facility. And for me, it was like stepping into the future.
Sounds amazing. I mean, I know that a lot of people are looking forward to seeing what you have in store for us and seeing the Ship of the Imagination back as well. And I was wondering if there's any changes to the ship this season at all.
Yeah, there is. I don't know that we revealed it yet, so I can't say what it is, but there will be a big step forward in the technology of the Ship of the Imagination. Realize that the Ship of the Imagination is a viewing platform for the audience to get up close to things that you can't see, right. Whether that's the microscopic, whether that's on the atomic level or in the bloodstream of an animal or in the farthest reaches of the universe. It takes us out of being just a postcard of seeing something and puts us right into it. And Neil, as our host and as our storyteller, takes us right to the edge of a black hole, and you feel the impact of that. You feel the excitement of that. And so we've kind of 2.0'd the Ship of the Imagination to allow us to go in even more impactful way to some of these places, and I think you'll really love it.
Fantastic. Is there anywhere particular that you would like to explore if you had your own ship?
Oh my gosh, that's a big question. Mm-hmm. If I had my own Ship of the Imagination, where would I go? Well, because the Ship of the Imagination can go anywhere in time and space, I think I'd visit some of these exoplanets. I'd want to see what possible worlds are out there.
Yeah. So for me, definitely exoplanets are one of my favorite things. Are we going to see a few more of those then in season 2?
I think you will. You know, possible worlds is not misnamed. You will go to some possible worlds. And, possible worlds doesn't only reference worlds that could be out there beyond our solar system, but also the possible worlds of the brain and the future of what humanity can do for itself, or as a steward of this planet that we all exist on, what's possible. And, we look at what happened with technology in the last 50 years. Imagine now we apply that to the opportunity for space discovery. And I think we're going to see an explosion equal to the last 50 years of technological advancement, which is really going to yield some incredible insights into who we are and why we are in this universe.
And I can see as well there's a change. I think you're using more sort of live action historical reenactments, it looks like, from the trailer as well. Is that right?
Yeah, we do. We don't use more live action. We still use animation to tell those stories, but I think we introduce a few characters and try to visualize whether that's Neanderthals or the ancient peoples of our ancient past. But no, I don't think we do a lot more live action stuff. We still have animation is still an important piece of what we're doing.
And I know that you've produced on this show, along with a few in the Seth MacFarlane world. Is it a kind of a sort of question now that if he gives you a call and goes, I want you to work with me, you're just like, yep, I'm going to do that now?
Well, Seth is one of the few people I've met that I can safely say is a genius. And Seth introduced me to Cosmos and brought me in to help kind of figure out how to bring these tools together to storytell on this level. So I'm forever grateful to him, and he really helped us. Without him, I don't think we would have been able to get that second season, which we did, which was 35 years from the previous season, which was a reinvention and a reboot of the ethos of the first season. And Andrian, who is one of the most brilliant storytellers I've ever had the opportunity of working with, and then Neil as our host, it was really an incredible group of people to get to work with. And Brandon Braga, who worked on last season and has worked on this season and co-directed with Andrian and co-wrote with Andrian, really is one of the great storytellers. So I thank Seth on every level. I'm humbled by what he's able to accomplish and how much he does. And I know personally that I'm excited that we can succeed in telling a new season of Cosmos on a level that will make him happy.
Well, we look forward to it in spring 2019. Thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you so much.